today at Brice Stadium in Columbia, the South Carolina Gamecocks played the Florida Gators and were pretty much in a must-win situation to try to salvage anything on their season in hopes of getting to a bowl and getting the 6 wins. And the Gamecocks came out on the short end of a 24-14 loss, thus assuring that they would not have a winning record this coming season. The Gamecocks got off to a slow start on offense, as in the first half rushed the ball and only had 21 plays and basically had nothing rushing today. The Gamecocks finished the game with 23 carries for 21 yards against a nationally ranked Florida defense that just basically laid the hammer to the Gamecocks. Perry Orth had a slow start throwing the ball in the first half, and the South Carolina offense was pretty much stymied for 3 quarters. Somehow in the 4th quarter, the Gamecocks came to life and cut a 17-0 lead to 17-14, and were a 3rd down play away from possibly getting the ball back with a chance to have the opportunity of either tying or winning the game at the end. But Florida busted a long run and got the ball down to the Gamecocks 1 on 3rd down and were able to score and build the lead back to 10. Again, South Carolina today only had 201 total yards on offense. Most of that came on passing today, and just pretty much were limited in what they were able to do on the offensive side of football. Again, South Carolina's defense played well at times, but the big problem today was getting off the field on 3rd down, as the Gamecocks allowed Florida to convert on 11 out of 19 3rd down plays. Again, the Gamecocks now must go on and will play Citadel next week before finishing against #1 ranked Clemson right here in Williams-Brice Stadium 2 weeks today. So there are some things to play for. The Gamecocks have a chance to spoil Clemson's season. They also have a chance to play against the Southern Conference champions, Citadel, who is currently undefeated going into today, though. But for all practical purposes, today's loss pretty much seals the deal for interim head coach Sean Elliott. I don't think the Gamecocks were going to hire Elliott now. From the standpoint, I felt like he needed to win one of the conference games other than Vanderbilt to stay alive in the hunt there, though. Again, the Gamecocks have played hard. They've had a chance to win in the 4th quarter, but in South Carolina, they did not play from all of it. An interesting report coming out of South Carolina, and Coach Sean Elliott said he did not know anything about this, though, but the word is that South Carolina has told recruits, so the word is that they are not accepting any verbal commitments right now until a new coach is named for the Gamecocks. So this is kind of interesting right now. There were some players or a player that wanted to commit to South Carolina, that right now South Carolina is not answering the phone and taking any commitments until a new coach can be hired and let him bring in the players that he wants to bring in, though. South Carolina came out today, too, trying to give the team a lift with a new logo on the helmet, with the new decals that Coach Elliott was trying to lift his team with, the white helmets with the huge Gamecock on the side of it there, was kind of sporty and fancy. So we've seen some fashion statements by the Gamecocks with the all-black uniform last home game, a new white helmet with the huge Gamecock on the side of it. But today, the helmet didn't get it done. Last home game, the black uniforms came through, but again, it's not what you're wearing, it's what's inside the uniform that counts. And as Coach Elliott mentioned, the Florida Gators just outmanned the Gamecocks today. South Carolina slips to 3-7 on the season now, with 2 ball games left. And it will be interesting to see what our crowd looks like next week when Citadel comes to town. And if Clemson keeps rolling, people, will the Gamecocks come out when they host the Tigers in a couple of weeks, though? Again, not a good report today, as the Gamecocks fall to 1-7 in the league, 3-7 overall, and we'll finish up the season now staying home. Do not plan on making any bowl trips this year, because the Gamecocks cannot get to 6 wins, as they have been mathematically eliminated from that race. Reporting for Cox Sports Broadcasting at Williams-Brice Stadium, I'm the coach, Dick Cox.